Evolution of Suzuki Swift. JDM Swift 2000. Before the first generation Swift was revealed internationally, in Japan, the Swift nameplate was introduced in 2000 as a replacement for the Suzuki Cultus. Outside Japan, the Suzuki Ignis name was used. Both 3 and 5-door hatchback body styles were offered. Although the 3-door was not offered as a part of the regular lineup in Japan, the Swift was powered by a new generation of Suzuki inline-4 gasoline engines, the M family. Engine displacements of 1.3 and 1.5 liters were offered, both with a 5-speed manual transmission or optional 4-speed automatic. The vehicle was available with either front or 4-wheel drive. Vehicles fitted with the 1.3-liter engine were designated ST51S, with the 1.5-liter version assigned ST81S. The 3-door body variant formed the basis of the Swift in Japan or Ignis Sport in export markets. Introduced in 2003, it featured redesigned bumpers and was fitted with a higher output version of the 1.5-liter engine, producing 113 horsepower. The Sport ceased production in 2005, with the regular Swift 1.3 SEZ trim remaining until 2006 and sold side by side with the first generation global version Swift since November 2004. Suzuki Swift first generation. The global version of the first generation Swift was debuted at the Paris Motor Show in September 2004. The design of the Swift was previewed on the Concept S and Concept S2 concept cars at auto shows. In the years leading up to its launch, this generation of Swift marked a significant departure with the previous Cultus-based models, with Suzuki redesigning the vehicle as less of a low-price alternative subcompact and more of a sporty subcompact. The Swift's design and driving characteristics focused on the European market, with its chassis refined through a road testing program across Europe. The first generation Swift has received 4 stars out of 5 rating in the Euro NCAP crash test. It also was awarded 2006 Semperit Irish Car of the Year in Ireland. Since its global launch in 2005, which was kicked off with a marketing campaign fronted by the footballer Cristiano Ronaldo in many European countries, the Swift has recorded above forecast sales in most markets. In Japan, sales figures have been twice the forecast, and in many European markets, the model has been a runaway success. The Swift was available with 1.3 and 1.5 liter petrol engines rated at 90 horsepower and 108 horsepower respectively. It was produced in Hungary, India, Indonesia, Japan, Pakistan, and by Chang'an Motors in China. In most markets, only the 5-door body is available, and the 4-wheel drive is an option for the 1.3 and 1.5 liter petrol engines. A 91 horsepower 1.2 liter engine fitted with an automatic continuously variable transmission (CVT) was offered in front wheel drive only. In Europe, the Swift was launched in 3 or 5-door hatchback forms with 1.3 and 1.5 liter petrol engines and a 1.3 liter DDIS turbo diesel engine supplied by Fiat. Both the 1.3 liter and 1.5 liter petrol models are available with 4-wheel drive and hold the chassis numbers ZD11S and ZD21S. Path Suzuki Motor Company Limited started production of the first generation of Swift in November 2009 and only available with 1.3 liter M13A petrol engine and paired with either 5-speed manual or 4-speed automatic transmissions. The first generation Swift was discontinued in Pakistan in August 2021. In Indonesia, the earlier Swift was imported from Japan, and from 2007 to 2011 it was assembled locally at Suzuki Indomobile Motors production plant in Bekasi, West Java. It was only offered with a 1.5 liter M15A petrol engine mixed with either 5-speed manual or 4-speed automatic transmissions. There were several special editions with Swift Sport bumpers sold as GT in 2007, GT2 in 2009 and GT3 in 2010 respectively. There was also a special edition called GTS with body kits launched in July 2009. The Maruti Suzuki Swift was launched in India on 25th May 2005 with the familiar 1.3 liter SOHC 16-valve G13BB petrol engine seen in the Maruti Esteem. Later in early 2007, Maruti introduced the Swift with a Fiat source 1.3 liter Fiat DDIS turbo diesel engine. In 2010, due to new BS4 emission norms, Maruti replaced the 1.3 liter petrol engine with the more modern 1.2 liter DOHC K12M engine, with the later models having VVT. Suzuki Swift second generation. The second generation Swift was unveiled on 26 August 2010. It went on sale in Japan on 18 September 2010. The second generation Swift production at Suzuki's plant in Hungary started on 11 June 2010 to be supplied across Europe. The new car has its wheelbase extended by 50 mm over the previous generation and has many visual updates. While the new car looks different from the old one, its design is an evolution of the radical first generation styling with a longer and more rounded appearance. During September 2010, Suzuki in United Kingdom released the second generation Swift onto British roads. The new generation is expected to feature a 1.2-liter VVT petrol engine K12B developing 91 horsepower. In some countries, the second generation of Swift uses a 1.4-liter VVT petrol engine K14B which produces 94 horsepower. In Thailand, the Swift is built locally since March 2012 and is part of the Thai government's Eco Car program. The car is sold with a CVT automatic transmission on GA, GL and GLX variants. GA and GL variants are also offered with a 5-speed manual transmission without anti-lock brakes. Another variant with Japanese-market RS body kit was later added as RX trim. For the Indonesian market, the Swift was launched on 20th September 2012 at the 20th Indonesia International Motor Show and sold in two trim levels, GL and GX, with manual or automatic transmission. The GS trim level was added on 6 June 2015, which was launched at the 2015 Jakarta Fair. Sales of the Swift in that market were ended in April 2017. It was replaced by the Baleno hatchback in August 2017, which is slightly bigger and positioned in the same class as the third generation Swift is not released in that market. For the Malaysian market, the Swift was released in January 2013. Imported from Thailand, it is available with 3 trim levels, GL, GLX and GLXS. The CKD version was launched in May 2013. A limited edition called RS based on GLX trim with GLXS body kit, decals and red accent interior was launched later in June 2014. The facelifted model launched in July 2015 and followed by RR2 special edition based on GL trim in September. For 2013, Suzuki updated the Swift with some minor cosmetic changes such as a revised front bumper, L-shaped LED daytime running lights on the fog lamp housing, fresh 16-inch wheels, LED type high-level brake lamp and new seat fabric design. For the Japanese market, it features Suzuki's newly developed dual-jet engine as well as Suzuki's ENE charge system and EcoCool implemented from the Suzuki Wagon-R. The new dual-jet engine uses the dual injection system on its 1.2-liter petrol engine and it works by increasing vaporization, making combustion more efficient. It channels fuel to 2 intake ports instead of only 1 per cylinder. With the dual-jet technology and the ENE charge, fuel economy is now up to 26.4 km per liter, calculated based on JC8 mode. Suzuki Swift third generation. The third generation Swift debuted in Japan on 27 December 2016. The hatchback is built on the Hatchback platform which made its debut in 2015 and is the same lightweight platform used for the production of the hatchbacks Baleno and Ignis. This new lightweight platform made the third generation Swift roughly 10% lighter than the previous generation. Only 5-door body style is available, even though the car looks like a 3-door because the rear door handles are moved to the C-pillar. Despite having similar size as the previous generation, 10 mm shorter, 10 mm lower, 40 mm wider and 20 mm longer wheelbase. The boot space is also roughly 20% more spacious, now 246 liters, up to 579 liters when the rear seats are folded, but still smaller than its competitors. This generation is also the first that uses the newly developed booster jet direct injection turbocharged petrol engine and smart hybrid vehicle by Suzuki SHVS, mild hybrid technology. The compact and lightweight 12 or 48 volt mild hybrid system features a belt-driven integrated starter generator ISG which assists the engine during acceleration and helps recoup energy via regenerative braking. In Japan, a 48 volt full hybrid model is available for the 1.25 liter 4-cylinder petrol engine. It is connected to a motor generator unit MGU and 5-speed clutchless automated manual transmission AGS. Additional safety kits are also updated such as a forward-facing camera, a laser sensor that deliver lane departure warning, and high beam assist along with autonomous emergency braking. The European market Swift is no longer built by Magyar Suzuki in Hungary. It is now supplied from Japan and also exported to areas including Asia, Oceania and Latin America. It is also manufactured in India, Thailand and Myanmar. The Indian built Swift is exported to Africa, some parts of Asia, some part of Latin America and Middle East. The third generation Swift is also manufactured in Pakistan and Ghana since 2022 and 23 respectively. The Suzuki Swift received a minor facelift in May 2020 for the Japanese market. European market received the facelift model in September 2020. It was also released in November 2020 for the Mexican market, in February 2021 for the Thai and Indian market, and in the Philippine market in March 2022. The hatchback received new radiator grille, alloy wheels and dual tone color options. Some features from the higher trim now become available for lower trims. Some markets also receive new features from other markets which are standard in the pre-facelift model. The engine is also revised for market with stricter emission standards. The 12-volt mild hybrid system has also been upgraded with a bigger 10 ampere-hour battery, replacing the old 3 ampere-hour unit to boost energy recovery. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and click the bell icon for further notifications.